Hi guys, welcome back to a new video of mine. So in today's video I want to film a reading vlog of reading The Invisible Life, Addie LaRue, which I'm so excited to read because it's so highly rated on Goodreads and by everybody that I follow on Goodreads and all my friends there, so it should be really good and I'm so excited to read it. And basically, if you don't know, the book is about Addie LaRue, who is a girl who was born in like 700-ish, 1700, in the 1700s, I think, and she makes a deal with the devil. So she's basically immortal, and the book also plays in 2014, I think, 15. And so basically at this point she is 300 years old, but she's still like 23 in her body and stuff like that. And the bad part of the book, the bad part of the deal with the devil is basically that everybody always forgets her, so she's really lonely because she can't make any friends or anything and stuff like that, and I think she falls in love with somebody or something, but I'm not quite sure. So I'm really excited to read this book and get to know more about it because it seems really freaking good, and yeah, excited to read it. And I also really want to annotate it and maybe take a little bit of time with it, so if the reading vlog takes over like a few days, because I'm really trying to take my time with it because it seems like a really beautiful book. Very sad because obviously it can't be very happy to be forgotten by everybody else, but very beautiful. Hi guys, so I have read quite a few pages of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I've made quite some progress since I spoke to you last, so I would say I'm quite into the book right now. I'm on page 135, which might not sound like that much, but my copy only has like 440 pages or something, which I don't understand in books, how they make like one book like that has 440 pages, I think, this one, and then there are other books like the same book are different editions and that is over 500 pages, and I'm like, how? This feels so unsatisfying. But it's okay. I think the font is just very small in mine, which is very annoying, but it's okay. And it makes me very tired, but it's okay. And so basically, like I said, the devil cursed her because she didn't want to get married to some boy in her small town. Understandable. She didn't even know him. Totally get her. She didn't want to she just wanted to be free and explore more of the world before, she dies. And that's totally fair. So she made the deal with the devil and she didn't know exactly what she wanted. So the devil kind of took her words and spun them a little, and that's how she got cursed. And it reminds me a little bit of Faust. I don't know if you know that book. Probably. It's, by Goethe. And he also makes a deal with the devil, which we read in our German class last year, in my senior year. So that's why I know it. I've never read that one on my own. But yeah, they both made that deals with the devil and it didn't play out very well. But yeah, and it also switches between timelines, between the Middle Age. I think it's the Middle Age, right? 1714 it starts, and then it also kind of every few chapters it switches to 2014, and yeah, that takes place in New York, and the other one takes place in France. She started in a small town in France, and then now she lives in Paris, which is so cool. I love Paris and books that are taking place in Paris because it's one of my favorite cities, so I love that. And yeah, it's really well written, I would say, definitely. And it's very enjoyable, but it's also so sad to read because nobody remembers her and she's just so lonely, and that's just so sad. But yeah, the first 100 pages, I would say, were just basically getting to know her and getting to know how she lives without being remembered, because when she was first got that life, she was like, oh my goodness, how can I do this? How can I do anything? Because nobody remembers her, and then everybody just thinks she's some kind of intruder or something. So it's really hard. But now it's like 2 years later, so she has gotten like a little bit used to the life. And in 2014, it's so funny to read because she has full on gotten it down. And yeah, I'm a little bit confused because there are a lot of characters introduced. There's like 2 timelines, and then especially in 2014 there are a lot of characters. So yeah, from what I know, I think there are 3 important characters: Henry, Luke, and Eddie. And we got to know Henry and Eddie, obviously, and Luke I have no idea who he's gonna be, but I'm excited to keep reading. And I just wanted to pop in and say, because it says at the end, it will be 300 years before she stumbles into a hidden bookstore and discovers someone who can remember her name, and suddenly everything changes again. And I just got to that moment where somebody says, I remember you. And that's so funny to read because, like, you were just so happy for her. She's gotten used to this life where nobody remembers her, and then suddenly somebody does, and it's very nice. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the book. It's really good, but I have no idea how it's gonna end up. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading and we'll see how it goes. Hi guys. I just read a little bit more of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. You saw some parts that I annotated because I'm really trying my best with annotating. I'm quite new to it, but I really like it. I feel like a little bit difficult when you do annotate a book that you read for the first time because I have no idea what I should be annotating. And then either I don't annotate anything or I annotate the wrong things. So yeah, but I'm trying my best, and it's really nice when you look at it and it's a little bit colorful inside and you know what means what. So that's very nice. Currently, the book is okay. I would say it's beautiful and I definitely want to keep reading it. And I'm also trying to take my time because it's so beautiful and it's a nice world. And I've heard so many good things about it, so I don't want to rush through it. But when there's a time jump between the current moment, 2014, is when it takes place, and then the 1700. There's always in the 1700, it only is the one day when she got cursed, which was the 29th of July, and then it always skips a year or 2 years sometimes, and you only see her on that day, versus in 2014 it moves forward and you see different days and yeah, different characters. And basically through the years back in the Middle Age, it's been interesting, I would say, but definitely harder to read just because there are a lot of new characters that just appear, but obviously because nobody remembers her, it doesn't really matter. Also, it's just a little bit sad to read, to be honest, but I still think it's beautiful and excited to keep reading. And I knew before I was going into it, I knew 3 names that were Addie, obviously, Henry and Luke, and I had no idea who was who and what's gonna happen with them. And now I know all the names because they all appeared, and to be honest, I did not think it would play out the way it's playing out, but it's still very nice. And yeah, I really like Addie as the main character. I think she's very nice and interesting, and obviously it's a very heartbreaking story, and I can't, how is it gonna end? I have no idea. We'll see. Yeah. It's also amazing, the floppiness, great. The back does not break. I love it, so that's nice. Hi guys, so I kept on reading a little bit more of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I am though taking my time with it. I'm actually reading another book right now, so I'm taking it slower so I can stay in the world a little bit longer because I heard so many good things and I didn't want to rush it. So yeah, so it's taken a little bit of a while. I'm currently on page 250 and I really like it. We just got to learn something new about Henry that I didn't know. And I also know who Luke is now, so that's interesting. I had no idea actually. So that's really cool. Full on not expecting what was gonna happen, but I really like the explanation because it says he remembers her, and now we know why he remembers her. So that's really nice, and I'm so happy for her. But I don't know how it's gonna end, and that makes me really sad because I just want them to be happy, but pretty hard to be. But yeah, also I wish she would talk more about the things that happened in the 300 years she was alive. Please tell us, not just about Paris in the 1700s. Would be great. But yeah, it's good so far. I really like it. I'm annotating quite a bit, and that's very funny. And yeah, gonna keep reading a little bit more. Actually, I think I'm gonna finish the other book now, though we'll see how much I'm gonna read today. Hi guys, I just want to give you a little bit of a reading update. I didn't read as much as I wanted to today in the afternoon and stuff like that, so I just read a little bit right after I woke up, and now at night I'm reading again. It's currently 11:15, and I'm almost done with the book. So I just wanted to give you like an update about me being almost done. But I'm currently on page 350, so I have 90 pages left, which is absolutely terrifying because I'm so tired. But I really want to finish the book right now. Not that I'm like tired of it or I don't like it or anything, because I do really like it and I do really enjoy reading it, and I love Addie and the story. Also, I have no idea how it's gonna end, so it's really interesting. But I'm also like, I'm excited to read something else, and I don't know, because it feels a little bit just like literal fiction, because there's not a lot of stuff happening, you know. I mean, like, I think there's gonna be like a plot twist, but I have no idea what that plot twist could be, so I don't know. I mean, basically the book, like I said, it always switches between the times of then, which was the 1800. I always said it's the 1700 because I never know how to say it, because like it played in like 1750, and I'm like, is this now the 1800 or the 1700? But I think it's always called the 1800. Like right now we're in the 21st century, but it's actually 2023. So, you know, I feel like it doesn't make any sense. It's very confusing to me. But anyways, but yeah, like I said, and it moves on from there. It's mostly on the day when she was cursed, but sometimes it's on different times. It's always when the devil, which she's still talking to, appears. And basically, at first it was like slower and slower, like every year, and then it skipped a lot of years, obviously, and now we're almost in the 20th century. I always said that correctly, but it's basically 1899. Actually the December 30th for 31st, so it's New York Eve to the 20th century. Sorry, it's so confusing. I'm so tired. But yeah, and she always talks to the devil because, like I said, she made a deal with the devil, and basically the deal was that she can live forever and is basically free. But at the end of it, she has to give away her soul, and he always comes back every year or every couple of years and asks, "Hey, you ready? Are you done yet? Are you tired of being forgotten? Do you want to give me your soul?" And she's always like, no, because she doesn't want to give up. And so, like, she makes it worth it for everything that she has lost, which I just feel like very admirable, but it's also really cool. I wish the author would like linger more on like certain like places she is, because it's always like so quick. Like one day she's in England, and then the next she's in Paris, and then the next she's in Venice, and all those places. It was very fun when she was in Germany. We loved that. But yeah, it's just, it moves so quickly at this point. Like it's like every 50 years or something when like an update, I would call it, appears. But yeah, and in the current, like in the 21st century, she's still, I think it's 2014 still. So, but it moves a little bit faster, you know. It's already like later. It started in March and now it's like July or something, you know. But yeah, I think like she kind of found a routine now, and she's still talking to someone who remembers her. So yeah, but I have, like I said, no idea how it could end, because now it seems quite good for her, but also like there's no solution. But I don't know how there could be a solution, or if there is gonna be a solution. So yeah, I don't know. I don't even know, because I don't feel like she's hiding anything, you know? Like it's not, oh my goodness, I want to know what happened on that day, because that's nothing that happened also. So I don't know how it could end. I'm really ready for it to end. But yeah, also I just want to say the book is so floppy. Like I'm literally holding it like this. The spine does not crack, and I love it. So that's very nice. But anyways, I'm gonna keep reading before my shoulder just dies. And yeah, just wanted to give you this little update before I finish the book. Hi guys, so like I said, I finished Addie LaRue's, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue last night, and to be honest, I really liked it, but at some point it was a bit hard to get through because I felt like sometimes there was nothing happening really, like it was always the same and you didn't really learn a lot about new things, and there wasn't really like a lot going on. And it was just like she talking to someone and she trying to leave a mark in this world, even though she was, you know, forgettable, or she had to be forgotten. And so that it was really sad. Like, it was really sad, her thoughts, because like I said, she was always forgotten. And then when it skipped back to like the 1800s, and when she was like talking to the devil and stuff like that, because he appeared a lot. He appeared like always when it was like back in time, and that was interesting, but he was so mean, honestly. And like I didn't even see like a way for it to end. Like I feel like there wasn't like something that had to be figured out. There wasn't like anything. Like I feel like in a thriller you want to know who murdered somebody or why, or in a romance you want to know how they get together, or you know, something like that. Or in a fantasy, I don't really know. But this, I really don't know, because I mean, maybe you thought, you know, how can she be not forgotten? Which was kind of the point, I think, but also like not. So I don't know. But there was a big plot twist that I didn't see coming. I knew there was something gonna happen because it can't just keep on going like it the way it was. But I didn't see that plot twist happening. But I'm very glad at the ending. I like that. I was really scared at her for a moment. I was like, girl, are we really gonna do this? Are we really gonna choose that? Are you really, you know? But no. And I liked the ending, like the really ending. So I like that. But yeah, and honestly, there were also some parts that I obviously loved. Like, I loved Addie LaRue. I think she was a great main character, and I loved the setting in France and then in New York, and the times in history. Like, I wish we wouldn't gotten more about the history, because I really like that. So that's a bit sad. And honestly, like, there were parts that where I literally annotated a lot. Like, I really tried to annotate, and I'm like skipping through those pages, and I'm like, have annotated a lot, and I love that. Like, I'm trying to get better at it, but I don't know, still trying to figure it out a little bit. But yeah, so there were a lot of cute moments, but I don't know, didn't love it, didn't hate it, wasn't obsessed with it like a lot of other people were, I think. But I still think I would give it 4 stars because it was such an interesting story, and I've never read anything like it. And honestly, the book is amazing because it's so floppy. It's amazing, so I love that. And yeah, it was really sad though. It was really sad until like she met someone who remembers her. It was really sad, and even after that it was still sad. But I didn't cry. I think somebody could cry, but I didn't. But I got sad at the end. The ending was sad, except the end. That was not sad. But yeah, all in all, I would recommend it. I would definitely recommend you reading it and just building your own opinion and seeing how you like it versus other people. And yeah, I did like it. I did enjoy it. And yeah, I took my time, and now I'm ready to move on. And I think now I'm going to read a thriller because I'm very excited. And then we'll see. But yeah, enjoyed it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. Let me know your opinions on this book down below, or if you've read any other books by V.E. Schwab, because I am interested. But I also heard a lot of mixed reviews, so I'm not sure. Maybe in the next, we'll see. But yeah, let me know your
opinion down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. I love you guys.